Elon Musk posted on X that he'll probably pay over $500 billion in taxes in his lifetime, half a trillion. He called himself the largest individual taxpayer in history. He even said his tax payment was so big it crashed the IRS computer. Too many digits for the software to handle. And the internet immediately treated that like proof of generosity. But let's slow down. Because the 11 billion he keeps referencing? That didn't happen because he felt civic duty. It happened because a deadline hit. Back in 2012, Tesla gave him stock options, the right to buy shares at $6.24. By 2021, those shares were worth over $1,000. But those options were about to expire. If he didn't exercise them, he would lose them forever. So yes, he paid around $11 billion in taxes. But it wasn't a voluntary moment of patriotism. It was exercise now or lose billions. That's where the giant number came from, one clock running out. Now here's the part that doesn't trend on X. Outside of that one forced event, ProPublica reported he paid zero federal income tax in 2018. Between 2014 and 2018, his effective tax rate was 3.27%. That's lower than most middle-class Americans. How? Simple. He takes no salary. You can only tax income. So instead of earning income, he borrows money from banks using his Tesla stock as collateral. Loans aren't income. Loans aren't taxable. So he lives like the wealthiest person in modern history, while reporting little to no taxable income most years. There's even a name for it on Wall Street. Buy, borrow, die. Buy appreciating assets. Borrow against them tax-free. When you die, your heirs inherit with a stepped-up basis that erases the original capital gains. It's legal, it's efficient, and it's very different from largest taxpayer in history. Now let's talk about the $500 billion claim. He's worth roughly $800 billion right now. He's paid around $11 billion so far. For him to reach $500 billion in lifetime taxes, his wealth would need to grow into the multi-trillion range. That post wasn't just a flex, it was an accidental trillionaire projection. And while he's posting about his personal tax bill, Tesla reported billions in US profits and paid effectively zero federal corporate tax last year. How? Depreciation write-offs, stock option deductions, R&D credits, all legal, all intentional, all designed to reduce the bottom line to almost nothing. And here's the contradiction. He's publicly said tax loopholes should be eliminated, that the code should be simplified, that exceptions should go away. But his company uses those same exceptions to minimize its tax bill. Again, legal, but very different from the narrative being sold. And the timing matters. California is pushing a billionaire tax proposal, a one-time levy on ultra-high net worth individuals. If something like that passed, it would cost him tens of billions. He posted the $500 billion claim the same week that proposal gained traction. That's not random. So here's the clean version. He paid $11 billion once because stock options were expiring. His documented effective tax rate in prior years was about 3%. He uses borrowing strategies that legally minimize taxable income. His company aggressively reduces corporate taxes using existing incentives. And then he framed one massive deadline-driven payment as proof that he's the greatest taxpayer of all time. The IRS computer didn't crash because he's uniquely generous. It crashed because one massive taxable event hit after years of carefully structured tax strategy.